Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Zach. If you recall from the previous video where I showed you how to complete the registration process with 211, in this video I will be giving you a quick tour of the MPortal Dashboard, which is the interface that you will have access to once you are approved should you decide to register as an artist, company, event organizer, business owner, business manager. So right now we are looking at the MPortal login page, but let's start from the beginning. If you follow me over to discover211.com, it'll bring you over to the home page, which looks like this. From here, let's go ahead and log in, select admin. That will bring you back, as you can see, to the MPortal login page. In the previous video, we went ahead and created a test username. I have since approved myself. Let's go ahead and make sure that that's still working as it was earlier this morning. So there you have it. Anytime that you log in as an admin, it'll bring you to the MPortal dashboard, which looks exactly like this. The top menu has changed. It has been optimized to have you access all the tools and services quickly with no problem. If you scroll down, it'll give you a more vivid picture of what's going on in MPortal dashboard. Very important. There are three things that you might want to do as soon as you gain access to MPortal dashboard. The first, click on profile. This is your directory. Anytime that somebody searches the directory, this is what will show or be displayed. So the first thing that you want to do, as you can see, your username is your display name. You don't want that. So let's go ahead and click on the little clock here, edit profile. And from here, let's go ahead and change the display name, which is right here. It's automatically pre-filled with your username, but we can go ahead and change that. That will not change your username. I emphasized it quite a bit in the previous video. Your username cannot be changed. Be wise with it from the very beginning. So that's that. I won't do it now since there's a lot of required fields that I have to fill out as well. So let's not extend the video longer than it has to. Another thing that you want to do, your profile, it is not visible in the directory. So don't worry about it. Your profile is not visible in the directory until you add a cover photo and a profile photo. It is not mandatory. You don't have to have it, but you won't be listed in the directory until you actually add those two. And then, of course, change your username before you do that. So those, I guess that's 2 out of 3 things that you want to do. But let's go ahead and go back to the MPortal dashboard. And then I guess let's go ahead and skip to Events Manager. The other thing that you do want to do, it's very, very important. I cannot stress this enough. As soon as you do gain access to MPortal dashboard, head over to stripe.com, create yourself an account, come back to Event Manager, click on Stripe. From here, you'll click Connect, and it'll ask you for your username, and it'll ask you for your password, and that's pretty much it, or your email, I should say. So very important that you do that. If you do not connect your Stripe account, there is no way for us to pay you for events and tickets sold. So very important that you do that right from the very beginning. Let's go ahead and go back to the dashboard. And then the account, this is what members see every time that they log in. Some of these options to the left will be blocked off or at least not visible to members. They're exclusive for admins. Let's go ahead and go back to the MPortal dashboard, and we'll create detailed videos on each and every one of these tabs so that you can get a feel for how to optimize the service itself or the tool. But for now, let's just do a quick run through of everything. Self-service, this is actually where you can change your profile information, like your name, your email address, it's associated, your username. As you can see, it's off limits. That cannot be changed. You can also change your password from here. You can choose to have your profile hidden in the directory or private. This is where you would want to do that. It's probably not a good idea since building better connections is one of our goals as well. But it is an option that you do have. And then, of course, you can delete your account. No questions asked, but that's where you would do it basically. Let's go ahead and go back to the dashboard. Next up, we have knowledge base. So knowledge base is basically the scripted version of all the tutorial videos. You can hopefully find most of your, the answers to the questions or the solutions to the problems that may arise while trying to use MPortal Dashboard. It'll give you a quick or a detailed run through of all the services, how to create events, how to, use Organizer Manager, and everything else. Let's go back to the dashboard. So we already went to Events Manager, but let's go ahead and do it again. Events Manager, this is where you will be able to create all your events, and they will be listed here. As you can see, you do have, I guess, a lighter version of the Organizer Manager and the Venues Manager here. Registrations, people that have registered to your events. And then, of course, Stripe. Again, I cannot emphasize how important this is. As soon as you gain access to MPortal, head over to stripe.com, create yourself an account, come back here, and just simply connect it. That's very simple. Anytime that you have events, sell tickets, this is how we will pay you. Very important. So let's go ahead and go back to dashboard. Next up, we do have Organizer Manager. This is the dashboard where you can start to build your team. Even if you're the only organizer, this is where you would want to add yourself as an organizer. And the reason for that is because this is how you can link yourself to the events and facilitate the process. It saves a lot of time. It is very useful, whether it's just yourself or you're the lead organizer in a team. This is where you would want to list them all. We'll do detailed videos on those later on, but for now, Organizer Dashboard. Venue Manager, it works just like Organizer Manager. There is definitely a difference between Venue Manager and Locale Manager. I know it's a little bit confusing, but Venue Manager is basically just like Organizer Manager except with venues. If you work with a venue on a regular basis or a nightclub on a regular basis, you can definitely add that nightclub here. It will not be added to the nightclub's directory, but it'll be added to your personal registry or directory, your personal directory, so that anytime that you create an event, it'll be a lot easier to link that venue or nightclub and that organizer to that particular event, so that people have somebody to contact and basically a place to go to, right? So instead of having to put all the details of the organizer, all the details of the venues or nightclubs each and every time, they will already be listed in your personal directory, hidden from everybody else. And that way, when you create an event, it'll give you quick access to tell people this is where it's at, this is who to contact. So Locale Manager, it's a little bit different. This is actually aimed towards business owners. I mean, everybody has access to it, but if you're a business owner or business manager and you want to list your nightclub, then this is where you would basically do it. You can manage pretty much everything from here, business hours, reservations, and things like that. So we'll do a very detailed video on this at a later time. And that's pretty much it for now. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.